Hey guys, in this video, I want to go over the Roku video doorbell settings because if you're paying for the subscription, there's some things that you might want to change to get the most usefulness out of your Roku video doorbell. So we're going to be touching on those. So I'm going to launch the Roku Smart Home app. And from the homepage of the Roku Smart Home application, I'm going to click on My Video Doorbell. And to get to our settings from the video feed, we're going to click on the little settings gear in the upper right-hand corner. In our settings area, there's a lot of different things that we can go through to change the settings of our Roku video doorbell, but I found to get optimal performance out of the subscription that I'm paying for, adjusting things in the event recording is definitely something that we're going to want to take a look at. So clicking on event recording, my video doorbell is going to record when somebody presses the doorbell, of course, but then also in terms of the camera detecting motion, I have smart detection of events. This is something that you get as a part of the subscription. So if we click on smart detection, you can select what it's actually going to record when it is detecting motion. So I have it recording people, pets, as well as packages if somebody's delivering something. I do not have it recording vehicles, however, because I live on a street where cars do pass by throughout the day, and I don't need random cars that are driving by to always be recorded, so I have vehicles unchecked. If you don't want to limit it to just smart event detections, you can just have it record all motion. However, I feel like the smart detection of events is a little bit better in terms of recording things that are actually more important. Now, a couple of additional things that I recommend changing is the record cooldown and the maximum video length. So for the recording cooldown, I have it on no cooldown. So essentially, if somebody were to walk past your video camera and then they were out of frame for a bit and then they walked back, with no cooldown, every time they walk through the recording area of your video camera, it will record those events. Now, if you have it on a longer cooldown, you'll get less notifications, so that might be something that you're interested in. But personally, I prefer to get all the recordings of the events of things that are happening in front of my Roku video doorbell, so that's why I have it set on no cooldown. Additionally, the maximum video length, I have all the way at the maximum of 3 minutes. You can set this all the way down to as low as 15 seconds. But I feel like if things are happening in front of my Roku video doorbell, I want to see what's taking place for as long as, however, those actions are being taken place. So that's why I have it set at the max of 3 minutes. And you're really not losing out on anything with having this set at the max of 3 minutes and then having the record cooldown of no cooldown. This is going to give you the most video and, in my opinion, the most usefulness out of the Roku video doorbell. So if you're paying for the subscription to the Roku video doorbell, I definitely recommend going into the event recordings and adjusting these different settings to optimize to get the ideal performance out of your doorbell. Now going back to the previous page, you can also adjust things like the detection settings. I just have it on motion detecting medium sensitivity. If you find that it's detecting things too often, you could go to low sensitivity, or if you're finding that it's not detecting things enough, you could go to high sensitivity, but I find that medium is a pretty good option. And for notifications, you can adjust this to how you get notified when somebody rings your doorbell or when an event is recorded. And again, back to the previous page, going to advanced settings. I have night vision set to auto. I don't have power save mode on. And if you want, with your video, you can turn off things like a timestamp on the video, the Roku logo, the bytes per second. You can have it not record sound. And you can also turn off wide dynamic range, but I have all of these turned on except for power save mode. Now, if you're running your doorbell only using battery power, then you might want to have it on power save mode, but mine is plugged into where a doorbell used to be, so it has power, so I don't need it in power saving mode. And going back to the settings, the last thing that we're going to look at here is the chime, and you can adjust the volume output of your chime when somebody rings the doorbell. I found that 75% is a pretty good number for me in my situation, but you can turn it up or down to perfect it for your situation. You can also change the chime sound. I have it on clear doorbell. But there's a number of different options that you can change it to. So you can change the chime sound in this area and then click save on whichever you pick. And for whatever reason, if you don't want the chime to make any noise, you can turn on do not disturb by clicking this toggle. So those are the things that I wanted to touch on in terms of the setting for your Roku video doorbell. I hope this video was helpful. I appreciate you guys stopping by. Consider subscribing to the YouTube channel, and I'll see you back here next time.